Hiya folks, Sandro here with more cartoon news and shenanigans. And if you'd like more cartoon news and shenanigans, I'd ask you to hit that subscribe button down below and do that right now so you don't forget about it. Slowly working on my way to 1,000 subscribers. I'm gonna get there. I'd love to get there by the end of the year, but that's kind of a pipe dream. But I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep going strong. So what are we talking about today? We got some nice cartoon. I just covered DuckTales getting canceled, so this is at least a series it's like one door closes, another door opens, that old saying. So DuckTales is gone, which was a shame because it's a very good show. But we do get this show. This isn't on Disney. I just want to make that clear. We're not getting this on Disney. This is an interesting one, though. I got to talk about it. So this is on animationmagazine.net. Article by Mercedes Milligan. And we're looking at this looks very Bob's Burgers esque in its art style. Would you guys agree with that? Let me know. Does that look Bob's Burgers like to you? Just a little bit, right? Not the faces, but the art style gives me this kind of Bob's Burger kind of vibe. So let's take a look here. And maybe the text the text on the signs looks a little bit like Rick and Morty, just a bit. Just a little bit. So Adult Swim, Greenlights Teenage Euthanasia from Alyssa Nutting and Allison Levy. So euthanasia is, I learned about this in grade 12. It was humanities. You have to take humanities, right? And what, if you guys aren't familiar with this term, maybe you're a younger person who stumbled on my video. Euthanasia, it means assisted suicide, right? So maybe somebody, you ever hear of a story where somebody's grandfather had some like severe illness, they were suffering, and they're like, please just pull the plug, I don't want to suffer anymore. So this is assisted suicide. Now we do see a ghost here. We do see a ghost, so I don't know if it's a funeral home from the picture too, so it is a funeral home. So I'm not exactly sure what the plot is going to be here, but just from looking at this picture. But let's jump in. Let's read a little bit here. So Adult Swim, the #1 destination for young adults, announced the pickup of Teenage Euthanasia, a dystopic coming of all ages comedy series about death. Okay, so this could be interesting. It really could. I don't know what, if they do it well, this could be really cool. Family and accidental resurrection. Okay, accidental. All right, I'm interested now. All of a sudden, maybe it's just me. I like a cult. I like these kind of like ghosts, and I like story. One of my favorite DC Comics characters is a guy named Gentleman Ghost. You guys ever hear that character? I love me the Gentleman Ghost, especially on the Brave and the Bold. There was a Cartoon Network show. I've seen every episode of this show. Batman, the Brave and the Bold on Cartoon Network. Fantastic. They had Jim Craddock, the Gentleman Ghost. He appears like 4 or 5 times. It was great. I loved it. Favorite DC character. I also love Zatanna also. And of course, Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Flash. All the usuals, But those are some of my more obscure loves of DC Comics characters. So the animated series is co-created by Alyssa Nutting, a New York Times editor, choice writer. A New York Times editor. Okay, so we all know how disgusting big media, right? Like CNN, all these kinds of, even Fox News. There was a bit of a betrayal on conservatives during the election in America for Donald Trump. I'm Canadian. I just want to make that clear. So yeah, there's a lot of these left-wing media sites. I don't know if the New York Times is specifically a left-wing leaning, crazy woke left kind of thing, but it could be, and I'm worried about that. The fact that she comes from media is a little scary. So Made for Love. So she worked on something called Made for Love. I've never heard of that. Is it good? Let me know in the comments down below if you've seen it. And Emmy-nominated producer Allison Levy. The Shivering Truth. I've never seen that either. So let me know if it's any good in the comments. Currently in production, Teenage Euthanasia is produced by PFFR and animated by Ongle Blick Studios. Okay, I'm not familiar with Ongen Blick Studios. I'm not familiar with them. Uh, with Teenage Euthanasia, Alyssa and Allison have created both a world and a family that everyone can relate to, laugh at, and ultimately feel relieved that they aren't a part of," said Michael Uwaleen. That's a weird last name. I wonder, is that Aboriginal maybe? Like Michael Uwaleen. I'm not sure what kind of last name that is, but president of Adult Swim. Set in a mildly apocalyptic near future. Okay. Oh, so euthanasia, right? Assisted suicide. So maybe they're gonna take like zombies and people who are like mutants or something. Post apocalyptic, yeah. So maybe they're gonna take like people who are suffering and just kill them, and maybe they come back as ghosts. I don't. That's my guess. Let's find out more. So mildly apocalyptic near future, Teenage Euthanasia centers around the Fantasy family and their and their inland Florida funeral home, which is right here. We see that here. Shit, where was I? Whoops. Here we go. And tender endings. Oh, tender. Okay, so that's what it's a little bit hard to see it, but you can see it right there. Tender endings funeral home. Okay. I was trying to figure out what the hell that says, but I couldn't make out the cursive from up. Maybe I should zoom in, but you guys get it. So it's gonna, it's the Tender Endings Funeral Home. Okay. It's interesting that they didn't name that the series, right? Tender Endings. That sounds like it could be the title also, but I actually kind of like this whole Teenage Euthanasia title also. So it works out. The cast of characters include recently undead Trophy Fantasy. So that's probably the teenage daughter, voiced by Maria Bamford. Her teenage daughter, Euthanasia Annie Fantasy Joe Firestone. What the hell kind of name is that? Annie's Oedipus? What the heck? Annie's Oedipus complex stricken uncle Pete, Tim Robinson, and Annie's old country immigrant grandmother Baba, Bibi Newworth. So that's the aunt, that's the grandma, that's the uncle. Okay. So very interesting. So they're not like this isn't like a stereotypical family sitcom. They're just a bunch of relatives. Very interesting. Very, very interesting choice that they would do that, right? Usually on these kinds of shows like American Dad and Family Guy, you always see like, here's the daughter, here's the baby, here's the son, here's the father, here's the mother, and they don't usually do too much with the grandparents, but Simpsons usually likes to include Abe Simpson, or Grandpa, which whatever you want to call him. So yeah, very interesting, very, very interesting. As a teen mom, Trophy ran away from home, leaving Annie behind to be raised by her Baba and Uncle Pete. 15 years later, Trophy finally returns to Tender Endings as a corpse for burial, but when a bolt of lightning strikes Baba homemade embalming fluid, and one of Annie's tears magically bring Trophy back from the dead, Trophy finds herself a resurrected woman with a second chance at unplanned parenthood. What a weird kind of story. So a freak bolt of lightning hits her, the embalming fluid, and apparently it hits her tears, magically bringing Trophy back from the dead. So very interesting. Okay, hold on. And she has a variety of quasi-useful death powers. That's what I like to see. I like it when the characters get powers. Maybe that's just me, I always love that one Futurama episode where they eat that, or like, what do? They have that paste. They have like that what is it? That paste that gives them superpowers. You know what I'm talking about? That hold on, let's what is it called? The New Justice Team, Futurama superheroes. Yeah. the new Justice team. They even have like a song about the yeah that was Clawbarella, yeah, Captain Yesterday, Clawbarella, and Super King. Yeah, that reminds I always like it when they give characters randomly like powers, but like it's cooler here. It's cooler here. Um, ghost powers. That actually reminds me of Danny Phantom. I love me some Danny Phantom. So let's see what they make with the ghost power. I feel like I'm gonna watch this now. I'm interested in it all of a sudden. I don't know why. I don't know. As soon as they said ghost powers, now I'm like, okay, you know what? Now I gotta check this out. What if they have like fight scenes? That'd be amazing. Allison Levy is well. It said it was a comedy, I think, right? Yeah. I thought it. Yeah. Young adults probably. It's probably a animated series. Did it say it was a comedy, or am I just? I thought it was yeah. I'm pretty sure it's an adult comedy. But anyway, so Allison Levy is the co-creator with John Lee and Vernon Chapman of Xavier, Renegade Angel, and the Heart. Chi Holler and a member of PFFR, responsible for producing Wonder Chosen, Delocated, Neon Joe Werewolf Hunter, and The Shivering Truth. So again, I've not seen any of those. I usually just stick to cartoons, truth be told. And well, maybe I watched a lot of DC content. I really like DC Comics. You guys know that though. Alyssa Nutting is a screenwriter, novelist, and essayist. She's also the co-creator of the upcoming HBO Max show Made for Love, based on her critically acclaimed book of the same name. Okay. So she writes a book. Okay. She's an author. Oh, and here they are here. So okay, I like that. Was that a paper mache alligator? I kind of like that. That's cool. Not sure what's going on there though. With Allison Levy. Yeah, that's a bit of a strange picture. I don't know. I don't know what's going on there. But Teenage Euthanasia will be the second Adult Swim animated original series with a woman co-creator, following Tender Touches. Lauren Payne, Max Simone, and David Bonowitz, which debuted in 2017 and premiered to its third season this summer. Okay. Early 2021, we'll also see new seasons of Mama Named Me Sheriff and Final Space, respectively. I think I watched like one episode of Final Space and I forgot to like ever go watch it again. Oops, because I know that one's a cartoon. I've not heard of Mama Named Me Sheriff though. But yeah. So this looks interesting to me. I think I'm gonna just give it a rogue, check. Maybe I'm gonna watch like 3 or 4 or 5 episodes and see is it any good, and then maybe I'll come back for more and watch the whole season. Who knows? So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this and you're gonna watch this, let me know. Let me know in the comments down below. Why not, right? Yeah, why not, guys? So let me know in the comments down below, and please subscribe to the channel. Once again, give me some thumbs up, give me some likes, share the video. Thank you very much, Sandro. Oh, bye-bye.